Hey there guys, it's Silver, your host, and we are back with another simple Digivolution guide. In this one, I am going to show you how to get a Unimon from a Biyomon. Now, I would strongly recommend you have a Biyomon in order to do this. You can do this with a Patamon, I believe, but Biyomon makes things far easier. So, there is a guide on my channel for Biyomon already. And let's talk stats. How do we get a Unimon? Right, there are 4 key stat requirements to get your Biyomon to become a Unimon. First, you need over 1000 HP, over 100 speed, you need to have fought over 10 battles, and have less than 3 care mistakes. What do care mistakes involve, you might wonder? Having your Digimon go to the toilet, not letting them sleep when they are tired is also a very key care mistake. So be sure to let them sleep when they are tired, and be sure to not have them go to the toilet on the floor, and do not allow them to get sick either through fatigue or overworking. Those are 3 of the key care mistakes. So, for the purpose of this guide, we are going to start with some HP training to get our Biyomon as close to 1000 HP or above as possible. Let's feed her first. Sirloin, quickly. Oh, and as a bonus stat requirement, you can also get between 25 and 30 weight. That also counts as one of them as well. Let's begin, shall we? Every 4 or 5 training sessions at the gym, so every 4 or 5 times you've used a piece of training equipment, I would recommend that you come here to Centaur Clinic and rest up. See, Mike is fine, watch his tiredness level, but after so many training sessions, your Digimon will tire. So be sure that you rest up, both after so much training and battling with Digimon. Taking your Digimon to the restaurant when they are hungry is also another very good way to increase their stats and also decrease their tiredness so that they can fit in more training sessions before having to rest at Jijimon's house or at Centaur Clinic. So let's feed our Biyomon the pizza. Even gives you some stat buffs as well, which is very useful. Defense up 3, speed up 2, happiness up, tiredness down. And also, for the purpose of this guide, you can find a detailed breakdown of the stat requirements in the description for the video. So check there if you want a reminder as you go along. Alright, we are on to the second day of our training. And we have gotten our Biyomon's HP stat over the 1000 requirement. Next, we are going to go for our battle requirement, which is 10 or more, and I'm going to show you very specifically how you want to do that. There's a way that you need to go about it, so follow along with me. And naturally, another important point to mention: before you get around to starting all of your battles with the Digimon to meet your 10 battle requirement, be sure that you have plenty of HP and MP recoveries, or it will get very difficult. Now, I'm not saying you need as much as this, but maybe 15 or 20 small recoveries and 15 or 20 small MP recoveries should do the trick. Okay, right outside of the city are weak beginner Digimon. During the day, there are 2 Madoki Betamon, and at night, there are 2 Dokunamon. I want you to fight these Dokunamon. Fight them individually, don't fight them as a pair, because if you fight them as a pair, it counts as a single battle and just makes things harder. So fight them individually, one at a time. Then after you've beaten the Dokunamon 5 times, we're going to go back into the city and rest. And then come back later and do it another 5 times. Follow along. At the end of every battle, you will get some stat increases. So, keep on going, just like that. 5 Dokunamon, go into the city, rest at Centaur Clinic because it will make your Biyomon tired after so many fights. Then come back out and fight another 5 to hit your 10 requirements. Make a note on your phone or on a piece of paper so you can keep track of how many battles you've done. Alright, we are back and we are 3 days into our Biyomon's training regimen. Her stats look like this now. HP is well over 1,000, speed is well over 100. We have made less than 3 care mistakes and our weight is above 25 to 30. To be on the safe side, to make sure that you get Unimon and that it doesn't mix up the stat calculations, I would recommend you get as close to 30 as possible. Now, if you're getting close to Digivolution time, and you're worried about your Biyomon's weight not being anywhere near 30, you can always force feed them. It doesn't count as a care mistake to do so. Just give them an extra sirloin. They will eat it. Happiness and discipline will go down a little bit. But as you can see, the weight is above 30. And now we have hit every requirement to get our Unimon. I will be back in the next in-game day in order to show you the Digivolution. And just so you know as well, it takes 3 in-game days for a rookie to Digivolve into a champion. So that's the space of time that you have to hit the requirements. And we have our Unimon. We've hit all the necessary requirements, and as you can see, we have the Digimon we set out to get. Those are some very, very nice stats for an early champion, and I am quite certain that he will take you through wherever you are in the game with a reasonable amount of competence and a bit more training. If this guide was helpful to you, then as always, do feel free to leave a like, comment, or maybe even subscribe. Recommend more guides to me, and I will see about making them for you. As always, your support has been very much appreciated. Thank you very much for stopping in, and I will see you in the next one. So guys, I have been Silver, your host. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or night. And I will see you again very soon. Take care, guys.